You ready?
Yeah.
Sometimes it hurts the throat to whisper for so long.
Oh, well, good thing I have this near.
Yeah, we already started.
Oh, did we?
Hello, and welcome to your safe space. This is my beautiful friend Ashley, and today I'm going to be asking her questions. She doesn't know the questions either. I know. Are you nervous?
A little bit. Actually, yeah, my chest pain is very strong.
And also, like, I don't know if you've seen Riley's one, but Riley's like used to the camera because she makes YouTube videos, and Ashley like is not in front of the camera often. And I remember I used to be nervous too, like so nervous. You have to get used to it, especially like being put on pressure, you know. But sorry, do you want to say something?
I feel like I think that maybe like halfway through I'll get like more comfortable, but yeah, I don't want to overthink it. Let's just start.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So I'm gonna ask you basic questions first, and these are like deep questions. The same questions I asked for Allie, so
Okay.
Alright. So what is your zodiac sign?
Oh, I'm a Scorpio.
Love that. My mom's also a Scorpio, did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My most compatible sign is Scorpio, Cancers, and Capricorns.
Oh wow. Are those all water? I don't even know.
Scorpio's water. I think Cancer's air.
I don't know. It's either no, I think it's water actually, because I think it's like rolled by the moon. So like water signs, because they have a lot of empathy and everything. Ashley's an empath.
I'm such an empath.
Very sensitive, which is so cute and so pure. I love it. I have no water sign, but I'm very sensitive.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You definitely are.
Yeah. Alright, what is your age and birthday?
I'm 24 and I turned 25 on October 28th.
I love fall. I wish my birthday was in the fall.
You thrive in the fall.
Yeah, I love my soul lives for the fall. Alright, and what do you do? Oh, her name's Ashley Oka, by the way. I'll put her Instagram in the description because she's gonna be creating a podcast. Stay tuned for that.
Yes, like 1 month it should be out.
I love that. I'm so excited. Alright, so what do you do for a living?
I am an ICU nurse. I travel. So I've grew up in Pittsburgh, but now I am in San Diego as a travel nurse.
I love that.
I love the ICU. It is definitely crazy,
I bet.
but I'm very passionate about that.
Yeah. Were you stressed getting like started? Like in the beginning of it?
The beginning of nursing, no, because I'm like such an adrenaline junkie that
She is. She's so adventurous and spontaneous.
that I loved it. And now like that I'm like calming down as a person.
Yeah.
Now I'm like a little bit more stressed at work because it's like it's less like I'm not like loving the adrenaline anymore. Like I want to be calm and
I
like
feel that.
just like more grounded.
Yeah.
So
True.
I think that as I grow up I'm gonna be less compatible with ICU nursing.
True, because it is like a lot, and a lot of emotions too. Like I don't know how you do it.
Yes.
Because like being around people and like having to help them constantly, I'd be like sad for them. I don't know how you like detach that emotion.
Yes, definitely. It definitely made me less like I had to like shut off my empathetic nature.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like everyone was saying like, oh, you're too empathetic for ICU. So I had to like
People said that.
yeah.
Wow.
So I've definitely like learned, but I don't want to shut that off. Like that's
because it's your gift.
yeah, it's a gift, not something you should have to shut off. So
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
I love that. And you're a yoga teacher.
Yes. Oh yeah. I got certified last June as a yoga teacher. I'm extremely passionate about yoga, so I'm starting in October in San Diego as a instructor at my favorite studio, Peace, Love, and Yoga. So if any of you guys live in San Diego, visit.
Yes, that's cool. That's cool because I'm pretty sure there are people in California.
Oh my god.
I don't know what part, but how cool would that be?
That would be so cool.
Yeah, so go follow her to like stay up on that.
Yes.
Alright, what did you want to be when you were a child? Do you remember certain things?
When I was very little, I think that I remember wanting to be a psychiatrist.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You were young.
Like young. Like I mean, as far back as I can remember, I'm like maybe like 10 or like 12. I think I said therapist at the time, but as I grew up, I said psychiatrist.
Damn, I did not know that. That's like deep because I think who you are, like helping people and everything.
Yeah.
That's so cute. What are
the biggest thing is to like stay in tune with my soul and follow my life's purpose.
I love that.
That's like my biggest goal.
Yeah.
I remember like my biggest wishes.
Yeah.
Am I whispering right?
Yeah. Yes. You are. Sometimes like the voice like goes different, but that's okay too.
Okay.
Because also people like, and I don't know, do you like soft spoken? Because some people like soft spoken like this, like very quiet. But I don't know how to do it that much. I just whisper. It's easier.
I'm not used to whispering. I'm a very loud talker.
Yeah, because you just have a lot of passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I scream. What was the question?
Some of your goals in life.
Oh, so one of my biggest things since I was very little, it's like kind of like sad to say, I've actually never admitted this, was every birthday wish, I would literally wish for happiness. So that's what I would wish. Like, you know, I feel like kids all wish for like big things, big items, but every birthday I always wish to like just be happy. So I've definitely achieved that, so I want to continue that moving forward. But like as far as like bigger, like big goals, like not so general, I want to write a book. I'm going to write a book on a topic to be announced.
Make it a surprise.
Yeah, huge surprise. I'm definitely gonna start a podcast.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah,
It's gonna be cool.
definitely out of my comfort zone, but I want to get my voice out there.
Yeah, you need to.
I have so much like value I want to just share. And
And she, like, real quick, sorry, she gets like channeled a lot, like very intuitive, and like you really, when you're talking to like friends and stuff, you like say it and you own it and you own your intuition. So I think it's important for someone like that to like have their voice out there, because people need to hear that. Like, people need to hear things that come from the intuition and the soul rather than constant like mind. So I think it's very important that you do that. And I'm waiting for it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Stay tuned. They're all inspiring me. We have like this spiritual group chat and they all inspire me a lot.
That's so good. That's so good. You inspire me too. To like own my intuition too. Cause I
You should.
Yeah. Cause I sometimes like repress it and everything, but you speak on it, you express it. I love that about you. Like, it's really good. It's a confidence booster.
You confirm me a lot, so it makes me like more confident in my intuition to continue.
I love that. That's cute.
But also I want to own properties to have like passive income. At one point, my dad does construction, so I would love to like flip houses with him, just like short term, for some like extra cash, for the financial freedom to do more things for more people, and have the accessibility. Like, you know, money is a form of a way of accessing the resources you need to, you know, get your message out there. And
Love that.
I don't look at it as like material items, like I don't care about that stuff, but being able to travel, to meet more people, to open the doors to other opportunities, to help other people.
Yes.
That's definitely my biggest goal for sure.
I love that, because I think most people would say like, you know, to have this car, this house and stuff, but like, you want that in order to give a different energy. You want to receive that energy to like open gateways of connection for other people as well. That's so pure. I love that.
And then my last goal, because I'm crazy and I have 1,000,
Very fire.
so fire, at some point I definitely want to zoom in on Philadelphia, maybe specifically about their underprivileged. I feel very passionate about this because I lived there for a bit, and it makes me very sad that they don't have the resources that they need to thrive and just live a normal life. And that's multiple cities around the country, but since I'm from Pennsylvania, I do feel like pressured and passionate to help that community. So at some point I want to get my voice out there too, because it can, you know, so people that can and have the means to should. So at some point I'm not specifically sure how, but definitely zoom in on Philadelphia and help out.
I love that. And I didn't even know that about you. Like, I didn't know you wanted to do that. For like Philly specifically. That's so cool.
I've been zooming in on it with my therapist, my Reiki healer. Because because it's a throat chakra thing
Yeah.
where I kind of suppress a lot because like I'm not into politics.
Yeah.
But I'm into people, and you know, unfortunately, it goes together.
Yeah.
So I think putting that aside and just doing what's right. That's my goal. So
I love that. Those are very pure goals.
Thanks.
Like, that shows a reflection of who she is. Like, really, like, that is you, and I think that's why you need to get your voice out there and make this podcast. No, you're perfect. You're very natural. I really think so.
Really?
Like, even if you feel, this happens to me all the time too. Like, if you think you're overthinking or like nervous about certain things, it doesn't show on the outside.
Right.
Like, it all happens internally. Like, I was just thinking, I feel like I'm a very awkward person.
Yeah.
Like, with people socially. She's getting me out of my comfort zone with like friends, because they surprised me. If you watch one of my videos, it's like the chill ASMR, the most chill ASMR video. But I talked about how like I'm not used to surprises and like hanging out with friends, and it's like out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And like I feel I'm awkward, but I don't think I'm awkward outwardly. So like your nerves, you're experiencing it, but it's like not outwardly.
Yeah.
And I think you're really good speaker, and like your pure intentions show, no matter any nerves or anything. And you're chill. You're chill. I love it.
You're inspiring me.
Cute. I can't wait for you to make a podcast. Like, I'm letting you know. You guys have to get ready, because she has so much value, and it's just gonna be so good.
Stop.
And
I'm
you're
gonna throw up.
so funny. I love that. Because I was me. I always felt like I had to like throw up in the beginning of my videos. I got on nerves.
Yes.
Alright, so that was like kind of basic questions. Now, what does spiritual mean to you? What does it mean to be spiritual in your perspective? Like your perspective on spirituality, what it is.
I think it means to like be in tune with yourself and your soul, because a lot of like society teaches you to be like in tune with like your identity, like what you identify with in like the outside world.
Yup.
And it takes you like into the body experience versus like the soul experience. So I think like being spiritual is more just like getting in tune with yourself and like nature and the higher power and people and connecting. So the more you do that, then the closer you'll get to like oneness and unity and spirituality.
Yeah, and like the collective spiritual energies. Yeah, because you're like all about connection too.
Right, I am.
And I think that is very spiritual. That's a very spiritual act as well. Like a selfless in a way. Like for the collective too.
Right.
That's cool. I love that.
I always like, there was a mass meditation initiative. So if any of you guys are near the next one, I'm not sure where it's located, definitely get out, because they work on raising the collective consciousness and like tap into spirituality, and there's like all these workshops. So it's definitely an opportunity to like get in tune with yourself.
Yeah. Does it happen in different locations too? Not just California?
Yeah, so they did one in LA. In previous years they did other locations, but it's probably going to be announced like maybe in 6 months. I have no idea. It's called Disclosure Fest.
I am going to that next time.
Me too.
Because I don't do too many like spiritual things. Like I'm spiritual, but I don't do these things like these events and everything.
Right. And it was $60. Like
only 60?
It's so cheap.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Right. Like accessible. Save $1 a day for 60 days. You know.
Yeah, literally. In that perspective, it's so easy.
Yeah. Right.
I love that. Leading into that, since you just said like what spirituality means to you, what started you on this spiritual journey?
Well, that's an intimate question.
Yeah, you can do. You don't have to answer if you don't want.
No, I will.
You can do like a general of it.
It's like, it's so like meaningful to me that it's difficult to like crop.
Put in words. Yeah,
Right.
I love that.
Yeah, but so I grew up like very people pleasing, and I always put like everyone's needs in front of mine.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where like I was not doing too well. Obviously, I feel like anyone that gets into spirituality So I went to a therapist for a while, and it did help. Definitely recommend a therapist. But what really got me into it was I grew up in a small town, and I felt very different, like alien-like almost. And I started going to music festivals, which really got me out of my comfort zone, and I met like amazing people. And I met my ex, and he's very meaningful to me, and we're very close still to this day. But he was into yoga and meditation and all these things that I didn't really know much about. And so it really just like boosted and like jump started it. I read The Untethered Soul, which
was that your first spiritual book?
Yeah.
Wow.
The first book I ever read other than like school books, you know. So I read The Untethered Soul, and like I have an entire journal of just notes because I was like, I never knew anyone talked about this stuff, you know. So I really got stuck on books, and I just kept reading and reading.
That's so cool.
And I started going to yoga every day, and which was new to me at the time too, because like in Elizabeth there wasn't any yoga. No yoga.
Like it's very like close-minded here.
It's like the gym, like that's really it. But
the only way to better yourself.
So yoga, and then I got into meditation. I read Bliss More. Just like really started diving into like, you know, my emotions, my past traumas, my experiences in life, and I realized that I like need to express and do things for myself if I want to get better and be my fullest version of myself. You gotta fill your cup first. So I just really did all that stuff, and I started digging into my life deeper. And that's really what got me into it. And ever since then, it's been like a cycle of just going deeper and deeper. And I feel like at times, you know, everything ebbs and flows. But overall, it's just been a consistent, like, getting higher and higher and elevating my soul, you know, surrounding myself with people that fill me up. And
I love that.
It's been an absolutely wonderful journey, but it all started with meditation, yoga, and reading Untethered Soul.
I mean, truly, it all started with the lows. You needed to experience that.
Right.
That is very important in the spiritual journey.
Yes.
I love that, though.
I don't think that I would be this passionate about helping others, like connecting with others, if I didn't feel so alone and like alien-like and like invalidated and you know. So for other people, you know, I finally tuned to myself, and I feel like no one does that, or like they do it too much, and like finding the balance to fill your cup to give to others is just a beautiful, beautiful game.
I love that. And if you're going through something like we're saying, the lows are very important, and I know at times it's so dark, and it feels like there's not light, but there always is light.
There's always light. And it always, so in The Untethered Soul, it actually explains how the lows of life are the roots of the tree, and the highs are the branches, and like the lower you ground down and root down, the higher you can go, the higher your tree can go. And that, for me, like every low point, I literally think about that every single time, because I'm like, I'm just going deeper and higher, you know?
That is so... I didn't finish The Untethered Soul. No, I wanted to, but I'm just very inconsistent with books. It's like not good. But I didn't even hear of that. That's so good. That's so good.
I think of it all the time because, you know, everyone thinks, oh my god, I'm in a low point. I've lost all my progress. I suck. I'm horrible. You know, dark times, your mind convinces you weird things. And none of it's true, because it ebbs and flows, and there's always life lessons, and it's gonna get better.
I love that so much.
Safe space.
Oh, by the way, we're both wearing it. So, link in description to get yours.
It's the most comfortable hoodie ever.
I love it. When I see you wearing it, I get so sensitive.
No, I think I've been wearing it for a month straight. I swear to God.
It's so cute. That's so cute. And I like pink on you. It looks really good.
I have the blue one as well. But I'm traveling right now, and I can only fit like one big hoodie. And I picked this one because it's just so comforting.
That's so cute.
I was having anxiety the other night, and I put this on,
So what's your, actually I'm gonna ask this because we just talked about it. What are your favorite books, or like 3 books you recommend for someone to read, or whatever you want?
I was actually thinking of this. So Untethered Soul, obviously I've been talking about it the entire time.
Yeah.
These by like Michael Singer or something.
Yeah, Mike Way Singer.
Okay, yeah, so look that up. And then I really liked Anatomy of the Spirit.
Oh, I want to read that.
Beautiful book.
Yeah.
The Power of Now. I feel like
Yes.
everyone talks about it, and I had some resistance to reading it because it was so popular. But I just finished it because I had all that resistance, and I finished it in like 12 days because like 12 days, 12 chapters. I think it was 12. And I'm life changing. Like, I have never been this present in my body ever. Like, 3 years of work, and like I actually feel like I'm inside of my body now. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I agree.
So definitely read that one.
Yeah.
And then if I want to recommend one more,
You've read a lot of books. I need to get on it. Like reading books.
I was in a slump for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, it ebbs and flows, but
You're right.
I want to mention Many Lives, Many Masters, because this is one of my favorite books as well. It's like a different approach, but it's about, just read it. It's really good.
I want to read it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Those 4 books are definitely my favorite.
I need to, like, it's motivated me to, I especially want to read Many Lives, Many Masters.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, bad.
Yeah, I got into that book when I first started nursing because there was a lot of death.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, like, what is death? You know?
Yeah. And if you have that question, that's a great book to read.
Yeah, because it just like it's about past life regressions and like the connection to current like fears and things.
That's cool.
And it's very interesting, and it's by a doctor too, so if you're interested in that, definitely read it.
And that's even cooler because it's by a doctor.
Right.
That's so nice.
Right.
Alright, what gets you through your hardest days? Like any reminders, anything. It can be physical activity, like in the lows, like what mindset do you have, you know?
I definitely need to remind myself every day that I'm experiencing a low is that it's temporary, because when it's happening it feels not temporary.
Yeah. It feels like it's the new norm.
It's the new norm.
That's every day now.
Literally. It's so scary. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
So like the first reminder is that it's temporary, and the second one is to get out of your head and into your body. So I go to yoga right away. Like if I'm feeling low, well, it depends. If I'm sleep deprived, sleep.
Okay, yeah.
And then if I'm full of sleep and I've been sleeping too much, get out of the house.
Yeah.
Into the sun. Go to yoga, go to the gym.
I love that.
If you're suppressing things, talk to someone, journal. Those are all my things that I definitely live by. I have my friends, my lovely Haley, and the spiritual group chat that we're in on my tough days, but I sometimes have throat chakra blocks too, and I have a hard time expressing, but so journaling on those days, wow, my stomach is going at it.
Cut it out if you want to keep it in. It doesn't
Who cares? Into the sun. Into the sun.
Sorry. We're gonna go right into the sun.
We're gonna be very in the sun.
Yeah.
Like nature is so healing, and
it is.
Our bodies are not meant to be inside. Like if you think about it, our ancestors, who knows if they struggle with depression, but like our ancestors were always in the sun because the housing was different. They were more active.
Yeah.
When I'm inside, I'm not doing well.
Yeah. You are like a very outdoor.
I have to be.
Yes. I do that. Like I need to balance myself with that.
Yeah.
Because I notice me getting lazy and like drained, but like nature really charges you up.
Yes. If I'm in the house for like a couple of hours, I am so low energy and I'm like mind swirl. But if I get nature for like 20 minutes, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, and you're more present.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that so much.
The earth is healing.
Yeah, I need to start doing that more, as well as getting my feet grounded in the grass.
Yes.
Like
take off your shoes.
Yeah, actually being like grounded in nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off the phone.
Yep.
Anything. You just need to.
Because that's
touch
overthinking.
the ground.
Yeah, that's like the definition of overthinking is also too much artificial. Is that it? Like
Stimulation. trying to follow so hard.
I saw my eraser line. Thinking.
When I'm not understanding what someone says, I'm like this, like trying so hard.
Like, you know, we need to go outside in nature to get back to out of our overthinking.
I love that.
And that's like, we call it our nature, and that's like nature.
Yes.
I don't know.
Nature is soul. They're one.
Yeah.
Like, the universe, the higher power is soul. Like, we are nature. Soul, higher power, like, all connected.
Yeah. And we need to realize that, and the only way is through that. Through connecting to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to think about it, but it really is. We need to feel it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. We have 3 more questions left. The last 2, I told her right before this, but they're combined. So,
okay.
Because it like leaves it off in a good thing. But this question's kind of like simple. What's your favorite spiritual practice, would you say? Like a ritual that you do. You can have multiple too. Like,
it's definitely yoga. Like, I cannot, like, I'm very water sign, so
yeah.
Grounding has always been a difficult thing for me. But yoga is like that mind connection. Like, you always hear like, oh, mind body soul connection.
Yeah.
But it's like literally like I never felt that until I did yoga, because it like I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to be in your body. So that's my favorite practice for sure.
Yeah.
To get out of my head, get out of my body, get my body moving, sweat. I do hot yoga because I like the challenge, and like the gratitude at the end is like beautiful, because
I bet.
like during you're like, oh, this is and you're like grouchy a little bit.
Yeah.
But then at the end you're like, wow, I did that. I'm strong. I am very capable, and it's inspiring for me.
Yeah. I still have yet to do yoga, but I want to very bad.
I know we will.
Yeah, we
will.
have to, because I want to be there with you to do it, because I get nervous. Because if you're new to the channel, I have like a rod in my back, so I had a spinal fusion. So I like overthink if I can do yoga,
Right.
Because I can't bend my back. But like, I need to get more in my body. That's one of my things. I need to get out of my head.
Yeah.
So I want to get you inspire me to do it. I need to.
And I always tell you too, like, oh, yoga is this breath and movement. It doesn't have to necessarily be flow.
Yeah.
So,
or like be perfect too.
right? No. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Imperfect yoga is the only yoga.
Oh, I love that. Are people like accepting in yoga studios?
Oh my God. I do not look at anyone, and
that's nice.
it's actually really cool because at most studios, if you're looking around, the yoga instructor will say something. She'll be like, everyone, like, close down your eyes, like, zone into your body, like, don't let your eyes roam, like, be present in you. We're here for yourself. Like, they guide you back into your body, because you know, we're always comparing ourselves. We're always, you know, thinking about our bodies and thinking about what they're doing versus you. And like, yoga is about your connection with yourself. So
Yeah.
most instructors guide you back to yourself if they notice you looking at other people, or
That's cool.
think you're judging or think anything. Like, they don't allow that, really.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
They won't call you out on it, but they'll say a general, like, statement.
Like to get back to the present moment with yourself.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
I didn't
beautiful.
know that.
Yeah.
Because I've never been to a yoga class ever. And I want to.
You need to.
Yeah.
There's also like yin yoga, where it's like very minimal movement, and it's like just in a yoga studio to form that connection with others.
Sorry, my throat just made noise.
Explosion.
Yeah. It happens. But I need to, you're inspiring me to do it right now, just because I just am always up here, and I want, like, recently I've been feeling motivated to like get into things and do more physically, and I feel like yoga would also help, like, with that, but also back pain and everything.
Oh my God.
And breath. I told you I've been having trouble breathing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that, like, getting connected to my body and breath would help.
Yes. Look into Ujjayi breathing.
Ujjayi.
It's a form of breathing. You basically like constrict the back of your throat. So it's like you can do it with counting. So like lengthen the inhale, and on the way out it's like oceanic sounds. Look it up. It's called Ujjayi.
Okay. How do you spell that in case no one knows?
I think it's I'm gonna guess
Yeah.
U-J-U
these are like 2 questions combined. Which, by the way, I love that your yoga, like that that's your favorite spiritual practice.
Oh, thanks.
So just wanted to say that.
I couldn't live without it. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That's cool. I love. So it like changed your life, honestly.
Yeah. I think that's my number 1 thing besides the books.
Yeah.
Yoga, literally.
Yeah.
That's why I became a teacher. It's like I want to be that for other people. What
That's
my
cool.
first instructor did for me, you know.
Oh, I love that so much.
I needed it.
Yeah. I don't want to make this about me, but like it just reminded me that's why I do ASMR, because ASMR has helped me with my anxiety.
Yeah.
Like a lot when I was like anxious every night.
Right.
And so I thought, oh, I want to have this effect on people. So then you get into it. So like, just like you said, when someone does something for you, like the ripple effect that it has too.
Oh my god,
like
yes.
it's crazy.
Right.
I love that.
And just like the impact you're making on others, like through this channel.
Yeah, and same with you through yoga.
Yeah.
Like, have you held a class yet? Or...
I've done like classes with my friends. I also do Reiki.
Oh yeah.
So that's one of my favorite spiritual practices as well. I do it on myself consistently, but
that's cool.
Oh, the pink looks good.
It does. She's also gonna try ASMR, so I don't know which video I'm posting first.
That's the thing. Does that make noise?
Yeah.
If you touch it?
Yeah.
I just did it.
It probably sounded good. I'm excited. Those nails are so good for it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Alright. Last 2 questions combined.
Okay.
So, this one's kind of general. So, the biggest lessons that you've learned in life / lesson, and with it goes with the number 1 advice you would give the viewer, the number 1 advice you would give someone. So it can be like, the advice is the lesson, something that you want to leave it off with to remind them. I'm just gonna put this down too.
Something that I've been reminded of very recently is reminding yourself of the karmic nature of life, because the struggles that you struggle with, once you heal them, I believe that you are around someone that struggles with the same thing, and the ego way of approaching it is to judge and to just give others the compassion that you desired when you were struggling with the same thing.
That's cool.
Because like I feel like you consistent. I don't know about you guys, but I'm around people because I'm so aware of my like struggles that I've dealt with in the past.
Yeah.
Whenever other people deal with it, I'm like, I judge them because I judged myself at that time.
I see.
So a lot of people just project that forward.
Yeah, because they have that insecurity with them.
Right.
Because it's happened.
And it's not about the person that you're judging, it's about you and who you are.
Yeah,
and like
that's cool.
what you feel about yourself at that time. So 1, send love to yourself when you do realize you're judging others because of your relationship with yourself.
Wow, that's cool. That's good advice.
But yeah, just continuing to give yourself the compassion and give others the compassion that you desire.
Yeah.
And anytime you judge someone, ask yourself, where is the root of this judgment? And
That's great.
give yourself and that person double the compassion that you want to.
Wow.
Because everyone deserves that compassion and leniency, because you never know what anyone's going through.
Yeah.
And judgment isn't for us to give.
I love that. That is a perfect thing to leave off with. Like, really good. Because we tend to forget that.
Oh my
And
god.
also, it's like life is a mirror of you.
Right.
Like, the triggers are
yes.
you. Like,
Right.
it's happening within yourself.
Right.
Something that triggers you is because you're having it within yourself. So
Or you had it.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I have a lot of repeating cycles with, like, let's say body image or you know, thoughts, like social thoughts and things and that. So I've worked a lot on that.
Yeah.
And like, so when I'm around people that have issues with body image, I'm like, oh my god, can you just be confident? Because like I'm like me myself, I'm like, come on, like be confident, you know?
Oh, because it like has yeah.
So I don't give myself that compassion.
Yeah.
So it's just a reminder, like, you can't like hold other people to your standards. That's another thing.
That's a great sentence. Yeah, literally.
Like, just a silly example, but like, always, everyone has their own standards of living, and it's none of your business.
That is so true.
So,
I love that. That's great.
Becoming harsh.
No, like, but that's good. It needs to be harsh like that because that's what it is.
Right.
And like, I need to remind myself of that as well. Like, no one's perfect, and like, I need to remember, okay, this is why I'm getting triggered.
Right.
Like, my sister's room, messy. Like, that's the, and like, but it's like, who cares? Because it's not mine.
No, right.
Yeah, so, like, you need to not get mad at someone else's life because it's not your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it's like directly impacting your quality of life.
Like boundary or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Even then, like, confronting the issue versus like judgment.
Yeah.
Coming from a place of heart versus ego, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I love that so much. And I love everything you said.
thanks.
She's such a pure, genuine soul, and I bet you can also tell that from everything you said.
I'm silly too.
Yeah, she's silly and wise. She's the great combo. Alright. Well, we're gonna leave it off with that. I hope you got a lot of value. Stay tuned for our podcast. Instagram in the description. Okay?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful for this pure soul in my life, and thank you for supporting her because she is one of the most genuine souls I have ever met, and I will always mom her. If anyone wrongs her, I will get defensive.
I'm getting sensitive.
I am protective over this little sweet soul. She's angelic, so thank you for supporting her, and continue, please, because she is pure.
Oh, I love you so much. We're gonna guess.
I'll guess. No, I'm kidding.
I love you so much.
We met in middle school.
Yeah, long time.
She was like, I was best friends with her sister. Really quick, wrap it up. But I was best friends with her sister, and I still am to this day.
Yeah.
But 6th grade, she was my very, very first friend. Hannah was.
Yeah.
And Haley was
so
like,
I'm like your little sister, kind of.
Right.
Like that's what it feels like.
You were like, what were you like? Maybe 6 when we met, or 7.
Something like that. I don't know.
Maybe 8 or like 9.
Yeah.
But very young, and let me tell you, she was so sweet from the get-go. So
thank you. I appreciate that. Truly, so are you. Alright, well, I love you so much as well. I love both of you. And
love circle.
I hope to see you again very soon. Stay tuned for trying ASMR. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe I already posted it and you tried it. I don't know. Because I don't know when I'm posting this, but I love you and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.